everybody. My name is Will Hargett. I'm the CEO of Zeptive, and we're going to walk you through how easy it is to install a Zeptive wireless vape detector, especially on a drop ceiling. No drills required. We have these very easy to use drop ceiling clips, which I'm going to walk you through how to install these and how easy it is to mount the mounting plate and then the device right to the drop ceiling. Get them aligned on the drop ceiling bracket. There you go. You got one on. And then the next one, we're going to do the same thing. You just want to get them lined up and then clip them on there. And then remove the two nuts. And then we can line up the mounting plate. So now we've got our mounting clips for our drop ceiling on there. So we just line this up and you can slide these along the rail. And then essentially, just make sure you have your mounting plate oriented the way you want your device installed. So if you notice where your locking screw is, that's underneath the battery door. So make sure you're cognizant of that. So we're just going to essentially tighten up these nuts so it's nice and snug. And then you'll see that this is mounted very well to a drop ceiling without having to drill any holes. We know where the locking screw is, so we're going to remove the locking screw. All right. And you want to just open up the battery door, or you could have done this already, so that you have this off, so you can get access to the locking screw. And always install the device without the battery in it. Makes it a lot easier. So the locking screw affixes it in place. So the back of the device has these nice keyhole slots, right? Which is what we're going to line up with these screw heads that are already on the mounting plate. And so I'm going to line it up with essentially the wider area of the keyhole with this screw head. And then once I get that aligned, I'm going to slide it into the narrow part of the keyhole. And then that will line up so I can put my locking screw in. So this is, really similar to like your average picture frame. If you've ever installed, essentially just lining up the screw heads with the screw holes. So we're actually going to mount that. And the nice thing is you've got the battery door off, so you can actually line those up very nicely and then essentially slide it into the narrow part of the keyhole. And I've got my locking screw here. I'm just going to essentially attach this, and then this will essentially put the device so that it's locked right to the mounting plate. So now it can't be removed. And then from there, you can essentially insert the battery, which we're going to do. Make sure your device is turned on. So we're going to install the battery. I've got the device ready to go. And we're going to plug the USB connector in. Make sure your device is turned on. This one is. The on-off switch is right inside the battery door. And I am then going to essentially reapply the battery door. And from there, your device will be ready to work. For this device, I've already connected it to the Wi-Fi. And we're going to show you guys what some alerts actually look like for this device.
Zeptive watches for two things at once: our particulate matter spike and chemical signature, consistent with nicotine or THC aerosols. It's the combination that matters. That's how we keep false alarms low and real detections reliable.